What's up, Cassandra? So, I'm about to, hold on. I'm about to help you out, with seeing how to make some beats. So, let's see. Here's what I do. So, yeah. Help you out with some stuff. Let's see. So I'm gonna go to a recent beat I did. So put this mug in front. Okay. So this is FL Studios right here. Holy crap. Dang camera. But yeah, this is FL right here. So what you may need to know about beats that's very simple in some just regular way is that beats have melodies. So I'll give you an example of what a melody is. Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna play one form of a melody. You're gonna see it. So this is one melody. Now you may be wondering how I made that. I made it on a piano. Usually what happens, the piano shows up. Okay. I made that on a piano. This is the piano. So I just took some notes. I hit the button. And when they added it all together, it was like. And if you need to full screen it, you can do that. You can full screen it that way. And usually what you'll have to do is, hold on, let me minimize that now. Okay, and so that's an instrument melody that is higher. So this melody is like this is a bass. You might can't hear it. I'll plug in something so you can hear it a little better. That's a bass melody. That's what a bass melody sounds like. So bass melodies are melodies that are like 808s. That's a bass melody that's a little different from the usual, so that's why it doesn't sound as if you would think. But it's pretty close to what a bass melody is. Okay, let's go over this. This is the hi-hats. Now you hear that little glitch sound. It's probably because of the fact that there's more than one. There's kind of like for one, when your computer loads up with sounds, or if your computer has a lot of stuff on it, that's why it'll make that weird sound. That's why it'll make that kind of like, you know, like staticky sound. But that's just because of, it doesn't sound like that when you make the beat itself. And so this is like a kick. It says kick right there. So if you didn't know, I try to put it in closer, but that's a kick. And so that's how a kick sounds. Kicks are different than instruments. They're a little bit different. So kicks have a different kicks have a different way in which they do things. So that's a kick. So let me see. I'll refer to the other instrument. So this is a chimes. So those are chimes. Chimes are kind of like, those are things that you can add in. Those are called, they're usually called percussions, but you can add them in. But they're like cymbals, basically. You know, you hit like the bass with it, and it'll, you know, it makes the sound. So that's a chime sound. This right here, this is a sound effect. Music has sound effects as well. Most people don't use sound effects in music because they think it sounds cheesy or lame, but some people do. They don't use it for a lot of reasons. You know, they use a lot of different sound effects. These two I have are just, they're not necessarily that, you know, good, but there's, you know, they're a sound effect. This one's like a different type of sound effect, but sound effects are little sounds that are inside of basically they're little sounds that are put and able to be put into music. They're not actually parts of the music because they just make one sound. So that's basically why they sound the way they do. Let's go on to the next one. So 8. This says Donald. This is a Donald Trump clap, and I don't know why it says that, but it's just, I don't know. But clap sounds, you can just, when it comes to claps, you can just put claps in there for, you know, whatever kind of fits your ulterior motive. And when it comes to claps, but claps are usually something that's in a song as well. They're not just, you know, they can't be not put in there. And then we have, what sound is this? So this is like another percussion sound that I added that was not necessarily like the other instruments that are already there. Kicks, hi-hats, and kicks, hi-hats, what's the other ones? Claps and snares are already put into a project of FL Studios. But the issue and the things that usually go along is people change them, and so that's all I did, is that I changed the kicks to sound the way I would want them to in a song. And so you go to 10. 10 is another melody. And melodies usually are just, they're a part of what I was telling you about with 3 melodies. You need 3 melodies to kind of incorporate what you're doing when you make a beat. So that's just that's the second melody. And I think this is melody 3, yes. So that's another melody. Obviously, you already know why the staticky sound is there. It's because of the fact that my computer has a lot of stuff on it, but that doesn't mean that it will sound like that when you put the beat together. Let's go to, this is just a tag. So this is just my
Know that Jesus saved me, Jesus saved me, beats.
So that's just my tag, my, you know that Jesus saved me beats. That's what my stuff is called. And the third one is it's a censor. And what I mean by a censor, it bleeps out foul language. So that's basically what it is. That's the sound of it. It beeps out foul language. And so now I'm going to show you what it sounds like all together and why it sounds that way all together. And you'll be seeing it on this. I'll try to put it in full screen so you can see it full screenly. Okay. Now you're gonna hear what it sounds like all together. Whoops, my bad. I forgot to hit the song button. Make sure to hit the song button, because if you hit this button, it won't have one song if you're in the the playlist.
No that Jesus save me beats.
So, reason why I haven't played the whole song is because I'm just gonna break down what the whole song structure in which I was talking about when you said it sounds so complicated. So, this part right here, I know you don't see all of what this is. Hold on, I'll try to see if I can get it to where you'll see it at all of it. Okay, right there. Yeah. So this right here, if you're seeing it right, I know you may not see it as well, but this right here, that's the beginning of a song. So the beginning of a song has let's see. Basically the beginning of a song, it has basically a sense of, how do I put it? The beginning of a song has a melody that it starts out with, and it needs that melody to kind of like carry out one time. But what I mean is, not really one time, but 4 times. It's the melody that you put into a sound or into a thing, it plays one time if you're making the beat already. But if you've already structured the beat, it has to play at least 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it'll play 8 times, and then it'll spark into either the chorus or a rap or a verse. So if you don't see all of this, obviously you might not, but what this is right here, this is the chorus. The chorus basically, the chorus itself basically is what you see in the middle. So it's like why it's both of the 3 beats and it's all the other sounds all together. I didn't do the chorus exactly like I was supposed to, because this chorus was more of it needed to start out kind of without all the sounds. So I made this one without all the sounds the first time, and then the second time I added the sounds, and then the third time I added the sounds. So if you go through all of these, like right here, this is where the verse is, because this is usually where I'm rapping part at, so, you know. And so like a verse is usually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, actually, this verse is probably a little longer, but a verse is usually 16 bars. That's usually what it is. And 16 bars usually are, they're 16, you know, they're bases of 16 bars, and so they're usually 16 bars. This one's probably a little longer, probably, because, you know, it's a different type of end, but at the same time it might not be longer. It's about 20, so I may be counting it wrong, but yeah, it's just different. I think that's different sounding of it. And so that's why it's kind of like halfway in there. It's not all the way. But once a verse is done, you'll go into a chorus again. Once that chorus is done, you'll go into either another verse, and that verse will be 16 bars, and it'll go back into the chorus again. And once it goes back into the chorus for the last time, it will go to the end of it. Meaning the end will have the whole beats, the whole 3 melodies that you have. And once it has all 3 of the melodies that you've had in the beat, it will end out with whatever way you want to end it. Meaning if you want to put instruments at the end, you can. You don't have to, but it's if you want to. And so, yeah, like all of what you see here, like this is a verse. This right here, that's a verse. Now, right there, that's the chorus. The chorus has to go at least, 3 times in the song before it can actually do what it's doing, kind of. So that's usually what it is when it comes to making a beat, and then when it comes to you putting beats together. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video, Victoria. And just to be real with you, I will make this my YMDR video now because it's too long. It's like 16 minutes. So I will make this my YMDR video, and yeah, I will be posting another YMDR video when that time comes. But I hope that I taught you something, Victoria. I thank you for wanting to watch this video. Share with your peers if they need help on knowing how to make beats and stuff like that. Or, I could just, obviously, this didn't go over a lot of it, but I hope that it went over some. And, yeah, I can't wait to help you with making beats when that time comes and when you bless me with your presence. And so I thank you, and I hope you have a good day.